Hi everyone, I'm Sandylu Guerrero of Life's Trace Coaching, your transformational business and life coach. Welcome to Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends. Today I have my very, very special guest and talented cheesecake baker. What do you call it? Baker? Yeah, baker. Marian Lopez. Marian Lopez. So hi everyone that got on. Make sure that you share and let us know where you're watching from. Hi Veronica Corona. Hi Anna. Hi Stella. Hi Leda. Send us some love. Welcome to Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends with my very special guest Marian Lopez, the owner, entrepreneur, mama extraordinaire of cheesecakes, owner of Mama Cheesecake, Marian Lopez. Hi, tia. Hi, my tia's over there watching from New Mexico.
Wow, nice.
Hello, tia. Hola, tia.
Hola, tia.
Oh, look, no marks. Okay, so I'll talk to you about that in a bit. Okay, so hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm having my very, very special guest, Marian Lopez, owner of Mama Cheesecake. Hello, Elsa. Hello, Martha. Let's see. I'm going to log into my tablet here so that I can see all your comments because the camera's a little further than usual, and you'll see why in a bit. But thank you for joining us. I'm going, let's see, we want to make sure we don't miss anybody's comments.
There you go.
We're a little delayed. All right. Veronica Corona says, hola, my friend Sandylu and boss babe Marianne. Martha Goodwin. Hello, Martha. She's in Canada. All right. Hi, nice. Martha. Hi. Hey, Martha, I sent you your book. Okay. Teresa Martinez, I love her cheesecake. She says she loves your cake.
Thank you.
Hi, Teresa, Miss Powerhouse leader over there. Hello, Adelina Herrera. I known her since I was like 15. Anna says, hi, Marianne and Sandylu. My sister-in-law, Jamie in Vegas. Hey, Jamie.
Wow.
I may be popping in next week for your birthdays. Laura Marquez. Hello, Laura. All right, everybody that just got in, welcome to my show, Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends, with my very special guest, owner of Mama Cheesecake, Marian Lopez. So if you just got on, remember to share. Sharing is caring. You want to hear this very inspiring story of this woman who is not only going for her dreams, but like is resilient. I mean, her story is extraordinary, and it's definitely one of courage, and it's one of strength, and also, you know, it's that whole, you know, I love, and I know she looks like she looks really super young. She looks fantastic, but she started her business path in already in her 50s, and I find that so inspiring. I don't know if you do, but you know, we get caught up in the story of like, I'm too old, I don't have enough money, I don't this, and all these things that we make up, which are not true. In fact, absolutely, age is wisdom, right? Oh. So, right, that's what, right?
Definitely.
You know, that's one benefit from it. That's one benefit from it. All right, hello, Angelica. She says, Carmen says, hey, ladies, rock it. Hi, thank you for all your support, Carmen. Sochi Chavez Teles, hola, Sochi, over there in San Jose. I'm waiting for your call. All right, I put her I put her on the spot.
There you go.
All right. Is that Ise Verano Arevalo? Hello, everyone. That's your mom. All right. And that's my friend's mom. Fabiola Herrera. Veronica Corona says she does have an inspiring story in how she created these cheesecakes. All right. So I'm going to go right into it. Should we get right into it? I'm going to take off my watch because this is how I keep track of time, because we can't see the time while we are on. So, all right, everyone, remember to share. Hello, Angelica Urcujo. Hello, looking good, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sporting a new lipstick. What do you think?
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, so, all right. So I invited my friend Marianne because I found her story inspirational. As some of you may know, I'm a board member of National Latina Businesswomen Association in Los Angeles, and Marianne was someone that was recognized for her business, for what she's done, and right now it slips my mind. What was the award that you were granted?
For Businesswoman for the year.
Businesswoman of the Year. So it just goes to show that her efforts have really paid off, and she's just all over the place spreading her love through her cheesecakes. And so Marianne is, so she's the owner of Mama Cheesecake. But before she was the owner of Mama Cheesecake, she was a mom. A mom making cheesecakes to support her kids on their extracurricular activities. You know how many moms want to have their kids in sports, and it could be really pricey, you know, whether it's sports, dance, music lessons, piano lessons, ballet, etc. It could get really expensive. So, you know, so moms do sell products or make their own things, right? I know my sister sometimes would sell blankets and doing, you know, different things like that. And you were making cheesecakes.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And so for how long did you do that?
I actually started the cheesecakes when my kids were in elementary school. So it was by happenstance. I just ended up with making my own recipe. I developed a cheesecake that I like because actually I don't care for cheesecake. And so I developed one that I did like, and that was really exciting. And I took it to work, and people loved it. And they said, can you do it in this flavor? Can you do it in that flavor? And so I kept making them in different flavors, and people loved it. It was actually my boss at the time who said, you're always bringing in things to sell to raise money for your kids for school. She goes, what if you did this and did this as your fundraiser? So I thought, why not? It was just a fundraiser. It wasn't my business, and that's what I told myself. And so I went to town and I did it for all the holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, had a cute little heart-shaped pan for that one. And my sister ended up taking samples with her to school. And she was an elementary school teacher. And she started taking there, passing them out, and I started receiving orders there. And before I knew it, the entire refrigerator was filled with cheesecakes, and then I would have to go deliver all of them. And so it was really kind of cool. And my kids got to do sports. They went on the trip to, you know, I think most of the middle schools, they go back east, and they go to New York, and they go to Washington. And that was paid with cheesecakes.
Wow, very impressive.
Thank you.
And I love that story. I love that story because I think that sometimes we get so caught up in that we don't have the money and we can't. And just the moment that you say we don't have the money, and the moment you say you can't, it's like all possibility is out the door.
Yeah,
like there's no the creativity of how can I do it, which way can I make this work. When there's a will, there's a way. Having that type of mindset, it really changes everything. And I think that sometimes we put our own block, you know, our wall, like, of limitations. So I think that it's really important for people to you know, just check in with themselves. And I always love to, you know, bring this up. So because it's easy to check what everybody else is doing, but sometimes we don't realize where we stop, or where we put that I can't, or I don't have this, or I don't have that, and we don't go for it. So the idea is, what do I have to work with? What, you know, let me work with what I have. What are the other possibilities? Who can I ask for support, etc.
Yeah, I think it was really important for me. I had come out of a 15-year marriage, and my ex-husband wasn't living here. He lived in Texas at the time. And so I never wanted my kids to feel left out, or to feel like they couldn't play sports because there wasn't enough money. And that's why I was always looking to sell, because I wanted them to feel just like anyone else. So that was really important.
They're very fortunate, I imagine. They're really proud of you.
Oh, yeah. I'm proud of them. They have turned into some amazing adults, which is really cool. My son's in Ireland right now.
Ireland, oh my gosh. That's in my places to go list.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Awesome.
So how many kids do you have?
I have two.
Two.
I have a daughter, Monique, and my son, Sean.
Okay, and they're already they're out the door.
Oh, they're out the door. They're living adulthood. They're living, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
My daughter is married, so yeah, they're out there doing their thing, which is really exciting.
And it's awesome because you're doing your thing.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
And so now I know you mentioned that you were in financial services for a while. So tell us a little bit about that. How did you go from there to there?
So when I was doing these cheesecakes when my children were young, right, all through middle school into high school, towards the end of high school, I decided I needed to do something else, not just cheesecakes. Because again, I wasn't running a business, I was just doing a fundraiser. That's how I looked at it. And so I went into the financial business, financial side, insurance. And I did that for about a year. And then I ended up going into another different type of insurance. And I did that for 14 years, actually. And had some rough moments, had some great moments. But after 14 years, I realized I needed to go back to my passion because I always wanted to do this. In fact, when I did get divorced, I thought, oh, I'm going to start my business. Whatever that was going to be, I was going to start it. But I was told over and over again, oh no, you can't do that. You are now responsible for 2 children. You are the breadwinner. You cannot do that. You must work. And so I went and found a 9-to-5 job.
Okay.
So yeah, so it really got me going, and I thought, okay, wait a minute, I want to do my own thing. I tried everything, Tupperware, Princess House, you name it, I sold it. But I never took that step of running my own business because I always felt that I couldn't.
So you waited till your kids
waited till they grew. They were both out of high school, and like I said, after 14 years doing insurance, I said, you know, there's got to be something else. What else can I do? And it was that point I decided I really wanted to start my own business. And it was actually pointed out to me, why not do cheesecakes? And I'm like, cheesecakes? And they're like, yeah, you know, we've heard the whole story. And that was actually my cousin's daughter who said, you could do cheesecakes. We heard the story, we tasted them, they're delicious. And so I went ahead and said, So I spoke to my business coach at the time, and I asked her, what do you think? And we went over quite a bit of things and decided that this was going to work. And so I started looking into, what am I going to call this cheesecake business? And a good friend of mine said, Mama Cheesecake. And my daughter said, why not Mama and Cheesecake? Mama Cheesecake. And I was like, I wasn't sold on the name, to be quite honest. And when I was driving home one day from the 210 freeway to the 605, actually, I'll remember this. I was driving home repeating the name Mama Cheesecake, Mama Cheesecake. And all of a sudden I went, that's what I called, we all did when we were younger, what we called our grandmother was Mama. And I went, that keeps it all family. I'm like, okay, that's it, it's Mama Cheesecake. So Mama Cheesecake began in 2013.
2013.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. And so now tell me, how old were you then?
In my 50s, early 50s. And, you know, at that time, most people are looking at, okay, soon, you know, maybe I should start thinking of retirement. Maybe I should start, you know, all these different things. And I was like, no, I'm going to start my business. I am finally going to start the business I wanted to do since I was very young. And so that was the beginning of Mama Cheesecake.
Oh, wow. I know. I love that you didn't, you know, you put your dream on pause. You know, sometimes
Yes.
that's what people choose, and it's not right or wrong or good or bad. You did
Right.
what you felt you needed to do, and I
Right.
think that's also important that we understand sometimes people's moves are going to be based on what they know at the time, based on their emotions at the time, based on, you know, where they feel they need to be at the time. And sometimes it's not always what we think it should be, because, you know, we're very quick
Right.
on imposing on other people what
Yes.
we could do, what we shouldn't do, and all that stuff. But at the same time, we don't realize that that's their story, that's their limitation. It doesn't have to be ours. So I'm glad that you didn't let your dream go away, and that you didn't buy into, at the end of the day, you didn't buy into the stories or that everybody imposed on
Right.
you.
Right.
And now we all get to share your delicious cheesecake.
Thank you. You know, I think one of the things that the listeners, people should really think about is that a lot of times we stop ourselves from going to what we want, or we stop our dreams because we look at everything in front of us and we go, oh my God, how can I do this? I don't have the right education. I don't have enough money in the bank. I don't have someone that I can really follow. You know what I'm saying? And how can I move forward? And I think, and I'm paraphrasing this, but Martin Luther King has one of his quotes is, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. And that is so important. And I think that's what actually happened once Acacia told me, why not cheesecakes? And, you know, I had to kind of run with it. I had to let it sit for a while. And then I thought, why not? And my kids were so happy that I did it, and my family, because everyone loved the cheesecakes. And at Christmas time, my godson would always say, oh, Nina, I don't need anything. Just give me a cheesecake, you know? And so that's what I would do. So everybody was thrilled that I finally turned it into a business.
That's really great. I mean, it's beautiful because you're doing something that you love, and I think it's so easy to get caught up on a default career, right?
Yes.
By default.
Oh, yes.
And then we don't feel fulfilled. It's fulfilling for a while, and then if it's fulfilling in your pocket, it's a little extra fulfilling. But as the years go by, then eventually the sense of something's missing kicks in, because you're not living your purpose, you're not living your passion.
Right.
And so you're kind of holding back.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take a moment to just acknowledge a few of you that are on. I know that there was an issue with people couldn't hear us very well, so we did move the microphone. I don't know if you could see it. It's right here by the cheesecakes, and we're making sure we speak a little bit louder.
Right.
But anyway, remember everybody that got on. Welcome to my show, Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends. And today I'm interviewing Marian Lopez, owner of Mama Cheesecake. So when you get a chance, check out our website. Put in your order already. We won't get mad. All right. Oh, I gotta be careful not to spit on the food.
That's right.
All
We
right.
don't want to spit on the cheesecake.
Spit on the cheesecake. I'm looking forward to. I can't wait till it's time to try the cheesecakes. Okay. So, all right. So I want to say hi to a few people. I know there's comments and stuff like that. So I want to acknowledge you. So remember to share, everybody. Remember to share. This is all about motivating, inspiring, and transforming people's lives. You never know when one of your loved ones is going to hear exactly what they needed to hear to move them forward, to empower them, to inspire them, to elevate themselves to the next level in their life. All right, so hi, let's see, my brother Joe in Vegas. Hi, his birthday's coming up this Saturday, I don't know what day I live in, Sunday. Anyway, I might go visit you, by the way. All right, who wants to go to Vegas?
Road trip.
All right, road trip to Vegas. Road trip to Vegas. Ladies' night in Vegas.
Road trip. There you go.
I have a room full of girls. Hello, Rodrigo Vargas Jr., Cynthia Gazal. Let's see. Angelica Arcujo says, hello, looking good, ladies. Thank you, Angelica. Gorgeous, beautiful, powerful woman over there. Joan Pantajo, Blanche Magallanes. Hello, Blanche. Bruno Nunez, Ana Rivera, Tere Contreras, Cristina Cupa, Nelly Rios Para. Hello, Nelly. Yvette Brooklyn Espinoza. Hello, Yvette. David Salas, Cynthia Morales. Martha Goodwin says, felicitaciones por ser reconocida I can't say entrepreneur in Spanish.
Yeah, I can't say it either. Don't.
We get it. Del año. Gracias. Thank you, Martha Goodwin. Let's see. Anna saying, congratulations, Marian, for your accomplishments.
Thank you.
Hello, Mako Ri. Hi, Mako, mi amiga. Let's see. Raimundo Orozco. Hey, Ray Orozco. He's one of my mariachi friends. Armando D. Garcia. Elsa Villegas says she's not hearing. I hope you can hear us now. Elsa, we made an adjustment with our microphone. And let's see. Jennifer Aviles, I love your cheesecakes, and I'm not a cheesecake fan.
Yay, that's what I love.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny because you said you didn't love cheesecake either.
Right.
You didn't even like it, but you made one you liked.
But I love these cheesecakes.
Of course. They're good. I've tasted them. I know they're good, but I'm looking forward to having them, especially for me.
Yes.
I feel extra special.
And we have a special one in here today, too.
Oh.
Special flavor.
Oh, very good. I know. I see it. I'll tell you right now. All right. And Ingrid Mendez, Rosalinda Montayo. Hello, Rosalinda. Sending you positive vibes and prayers. I hope you got your journal that I mailed you, and I also mailed you a book. I hope that you enjoy it. Let's see, Elsa Villegas. I hope that you were able to check the picture. It might have been your internet because our screen is showing that we're working fine. Jesse Ramos says, they are so good. Bought some and took it to El Monte celebration. All right, Jesse,
Yay,
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Good.
You have a lot of fans,
yes,
I know.
Always. It's always great.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, David Medina, Alex Limon. Hello, Alex Limon. Ana Morales says, goes to show that it's never too late to pursue a dream. Never too late.
Never.
You're never
Absolutely.
too late. You're never too old. You're never too poor.
That's the truth.
Teresa says she's an inspiration to me.
Ah, thank you.
Isn't that beautiful? And Teresa's very inspiring herself. So Ingrid Mendez says, my daughter loved your cheesecake bites for her birthday party.
Oh, I think I remember that. Very good. I'm glad to hear that.
Hello, Leticia Gonzalez. Hey, Leti. She's one of my friends from the high school. Veronica Corona says, yes, they are delicious. I want one. Hey, you got to come to my house. You know where I live. Jorge Diaz. Hello, Jorge Diaz. Salvador y Mayra Galeon. Stella says, don't let not knowing how to do something stop you from creating a way a way will be made. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing here, right? We were talking
Right.
earlier. We're doing something a little different today, and you'll see what we're doing. Samir Desai, hello. Stella says, "Go, Marianne." Julie Safontes, Adelina Herrera says, "Take your brother some cheesecake." Did my brother ask for? I don't know. My brother does that. Nancy Andrade, hello. Nancy Choni Fuentes, Danny Santiago, Stephanie Mesa, Elsa Villegas says, "Yes, I can hear now. Thanks."
Yay.
You're welcome. Thanks for letting us know that you couldn't hear us. Now we made our adjustments. Mariel Moscoso, Jackie Munoz, Lori Pendroff says, "My daughter loved them at her 21st birthday."
Oh,
so you have a lot of fans here.
Yeah, I actually did for her. She wanted some that had a little pizzazz to it for her 21st birthday. So we did a little margarita cheesecake. Delicious.
Did it have a little tequila in it?
It sure did. It sure did.
My birthday's coming soon.
Oh, I've got a really good one with tequila. Yes, a new one.
All right. So, interesting. Very creative. Very creative. Anything with red wine by any chance?
I'm starting one, yes, actually with a red wine reduction.
If you need taste testers.
Oh yeah, I'll remember that.
Yeah,
I think there's hands are being raised all over. Definitely, I think there'd be no problem with finding testers.
Yeah, I know. You have Lori Abroad. She says, "I want a margarita cheesecake."
Yeah.
And Sylvia Bernal says, "Delicious cousin." Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Yes.
So we were talking earlier, and you were mentioning at one point in your life, and I know we might be backtracking a little bit, where you ended up like you were living off of your car. And I think that's an important point, because I think that people think some entrepreneurship is not easy. No. And for my friends that are out there, you know what I'm talking about. And when you're going for your dreams, and you're willing to lose it all sometimes, right? Right.
Okay, so what she's referring to is actually what happened back in 2007. So Mama Cheesecake wasn't born at that time, and it was when I was an independent contractor in the insurance world. And I had signed a contract without realizing what I had signed, because I left it up to other people. And great thing to learn. Do not leave contracts up to other people. Now I never sign anything unless I've had 3 people, and I am looking for a good business attorney. Just putting it out there. That's right. So they can be on board with me. So I signed a contract for what's called a draw. And a draw is something in the commission world where if you sign a draw, you have that money come to you on a monthly basis, and the thought is you're supposed to pay that money back. Well, this was at a startup, so to speak, up in Northern California. And unfortunately, in 2007, the company recognized, because it kind of, I guess, went under the, the blankets. Nobody knew about it, or they didn't recognize it. And came to know that I ended up with like a $95,000 debt. So what the company did is they cut me off. They stopped all monies that was coming to me immediately, literally. And I went from having money coming in to $0. I had an apartment, I had an office, I had people to pay, employees, I had everything, because I was running a whole region at the time. And so what ended up happening is I had to figure out what I was going to do. And I didn't know at that time. I was really nervous. I was scared. I wasn't sure. And I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And my son would say, stick it to the man. Let's stick it to the man. And I'm like, no, we're not going to stick it to the man. You know? And so we sat on the couch one day, and I said, you know what? I don't know what we're going to do, Sean. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to call your Nina, and I'm going to ask her to send us some money, and we're going to rent a truck, and we're going to pull it up, back it up to the apartment, and we're literally going to throw everything in there. Just throw it in. We're not going to even care. We're going to have to leave behind most of it, but we're just going to leave. And we're going to leave in the dead of night. No one's going to know. We're not going to pay our rent. We're not going to do anything. And Sean was like, yeah. And so
sticking it to the man.
And yeah, exactly. And because I thought that's what I needed to do. And so that night, he went, I said, okay, I've got to go to bed. And he went to bed, and I went into my room, and I closed the door. And I sat there on my bed, and I got up, and I walked into my bathroom, and there's a big mirror there. And I looked at it, and I looked at myself. and I realized what I had said and what I told my son. And one of the things that I always told my children was that people can take everything from us. People can do whatever they want, call us whatever they want, but the one thing they cannot take away from us is our word. Our word is ours, and it's very important. And I realized I just taught him it was okay. Let's go stick it to the man. Let's just run away at the dead of night and not pay what needs to be paid. Because it wasn't the company's fault. That really, the bottom line, it was my fault. I signed that contract. No one else did. And so I sat there and I cried and I cried and I sat on the floor and I cried some more. And then I reached for a book that a friend had given me. And I thought, okay, let me read this silly book, and it's called Millionaire Mind. And
I'm reading that one right now.
It's an amazing book. I love it. And I sat there, Regina Martinelli, amazing person who gave that to me. She became my coach in terms of how to stay positive when you're down on the ground and how to keep from being on that ground. And I read that entire book that entire evening. And one of the biggest things I got out of it was that if you don't ask for help, if you don't reach out, you're not going to get out of whatever trouble you're in. And so that morning I got up and I went into the living room and I called my son. And I said, Sean, come in here. And he's like, oh no, I know that face, Mom. And he goes, we're not going anywhere, are we? And I said, no, running does not solve anything. And remember what I've always said. And he goes, I know, our word is all we have. And I said, that's right, and that's my word. And so I'm going to take care of it. But he had worked really hard. He graduated from high school. He was doing everything he was supposed to do. I gave him a list of 10 things to do, and because he wanted to move back down to Southern California. And so I said, I don't want this to stop. You did what you were supposed to do. It's time for you to move back. You wanted to go back home? Go back home. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do this. And so he's like, are you sure? And I said, yeah. He actually helped with the rent for 2 months. He was amazing. And it was another good friend, Michael Rod, who actually said, you've got 2 choices here. Go back down to Southern California with your tail between your legs, and guess what? The company is going to find you, and they're going to make you pay that money one way or the other. Or you stay here and you learn how to do business the right way. You start from the bottom up and you learn sales all over again. And he became my coach for business. And so between Regina Martinelli and Michael Rod, and I hope you don't mind I'm throwing your names out there, but I got out of business. Or I got the money that I needed. In 17 months, literally in 17 months, I paid $77,000 back to the company.
Wow.
And the company started paying me back. And then when I moved back here, it's been 8 years now. When I moved back here I want to say about 2 years, a year and a half to 2 years, I paid the entire thing off. So everything was paid off. I owe nothing to the company any longer. And so I was very proud of that. And that was something, again, we always think we're stuck in a corner and we can't get out of it. And the only way out is to go under the carpet, to kind of slide out, to sneak and go in a different direction, come up with harebrained ideas. No, the way to do it is to be honest and to take care of business the way it needs to be taken care of. And so, yeah. So during that time frame, I was by myself. My kids weren't with me. I ended up having to sell most of my stuff, give away most of my stuff, and I ended up living in a bedroom I rented, and it was very far from where my office was. So I would keep a change of clothing in my car, and I would keep my toiletries, and thank God where we worked, my office, there was a bathroom with full showers, so I would stay in my car late at night, and I would cover my head all night long, and I'd cover my head so security wouldn't see me, or else they'd throw me out, because I had nowhere else to go. I had no credit cards. My credit cards were all canceled. It was a mess. It wasn't fun. It was a very difficult time in my life, but I learned a whole lot. I learned a tremendous amount of things about myself and about other people. And so I'm very grateful for that time in my life, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. And what was one of the biggest lessons for you in all that?
I think the biggest lesson was to put blinders on and look forward and know what your goal is and know that you're going to reach your goal, and not to let anyone tell you that you're not going to reach your goal. And if you've got those blinders on and you're just looking straight ahead, you're going to reach your goal. And that's what I did. And one of the things that Regina really got, I heard you mention to somebody that you sent a journal to them. One of the things I had to do on a nightly basis was write down at least 3 things that I was grateful for. And I remember her telling me this, and I would cry, and I would say, 3 things. What do I have to be grateful for? You know, I have nothing in life. My money is gone. I've sold everything. You know, what do I have to be grateful for? And she looked at me straight in the eye, and she said, can you breathe? Can you get up in the morning without someone helping you? And I would sit back and go, yeah, I can. Well, that's what you're supposed to be grateful for. That's what you need to be grateful for. And so that's what I started doing. And then little by little, my little journal went from like a couple, 3 things to 10 things to 20 things that I was grateful for. And in the mornings, I would write down, what did I do the day before that I was proud of myself for? So what helped me was staying positive. Staying positive.
Being in
and
gratitude.
Believing in total gratitude.
I give that assignment to all my clients.
Yeah,
every night they gotta write down a few things they're grateful for, and then in the morning they only have one thing to write, and the one thing in the morning they're gonna write is, I'm grateful to be alive.
Yes.
And that's the way they get to start their day. But through gratitude, anything and everything is possible. Without gratitude, your focus is all on the crap that you don't have and what isn't, and what you think will never be. Yeah, so you just go deeper, deeper, deeper.
Exactly.
But if you focus on what you do have, then anything and everything is possible, because you're coming from a place of abundance.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Even when you don't have anything. And I guarantee anyone who's out there going through something and feeling like it's never going to be good, the minute you are, just like she was saying, Sandylu, you are so right. The more you have gratitude, the more comes to you. It's just the way things are. It's just the way it is. It's energy. It's all about energy. And so, yeah, be grateful for every little thing in your life. Absolutely. And that's what got me out of the mess that I was in. So, absolutely. And visioning. I always visioned, what was it going to look like? What was it going to be on the day that I paid off and I got my money back, on the day that I got to celebrate? And I did. I got to celebrate with champagne with my close friends and my family that had come up. It was awesome. It was awesome.
That's a huge accomplishment.
Very huge. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
myself on the back.
But I mean, it just, like, if you ever have any other challenge in your life, you just know, like, well, I overcame that. I can, you know, like, I was having a conversation with someone over the weekend, and I was like, you know, we went through this and this before, you know, like, it's not the first time. I go, we didn't die. You'll be okay, you know, if you make this choice.
Yes.
Because that's the reality, is that we didn't die. And we, you know, when you've gone through a lot of things, and some of us have gone through a lot of things, you know, a lot of reasons to feel like, oh, forget it, I'm done. Every time something, I'm finally happy something happens, you know, that type of thing. But if you look at what you're blessed with, no matter what, and you focus on that, then everything starts changing. And
I agree. Yeah, always. And it almost seems like it starts to happen overnight now. If I find myself low and not feeling like everything is working the way I want it to, the minute I start that gratitude again and I start journaling, I guarantee for myself, I want to say within the 3rd day, something amazing happens. And it happens every single time. So, yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's what should be. You start attracting, you attract, you attract, you attract.
Absolutely. Boy, do you ever. Yeah.
And talking about attracting, how about so Marian was selected for a show where she was featured as a guest with Gwyneth Paltrow. Tell me a little bit about that before we taste cheesecakes.
Okay.
I'm really looking for, my stomach is saying it's cheesecake time. You didn't have dinner, cheesecake dinner for tonight.
I know, there you go, right? It's got cheese and it's got, you know, it's got everything you need.
A little bit, all the nutrients.
Exactly. Right? Absolutely. So I was someone, I don't even remember who. This is when I was part of a program called Count Me In. Someone had approached me and said, you know, Marian, this person is looking for people to be on a show that's going to be with a a celebrity, a well-known celebrity, and a exercise, I don't want to call it exercise, but a health coach. And these are two women that are just amazing. And you ought to go ahead and apply. So I thought, no. And I went back and forth, and I said, okay, what the heck? So
Did they tell you what women?
No,
oh, I love
they
that.
didn't tell me, so I had no idea. Exactly. So I went ahead, I did everything, and I didn't hear from anyone. And actually, I was on vacation with my friend and her family, and we were up in Santa Barbara, and we had said, okay, we're not going to be on our phones, but I got this phone call, and the number was somewhere in North Hollywood. I remember the area code or something. I don't remember what it was, and I went, I'm going to answer this. And I remember my friend going, we're not supposed to be answering our phones. I go, but I don't know. I think I better answer this call. And it was actually the individual calling and said, right now you're in the running to be one of the top 10. There's over 200 women that applied, and we're only taking 10. And I said, okay. So they told me what I needed to do, and long story short, I was the 10th individual that was selected, and I got to sit into an interview with Gwyneth Paltrow, which was amazing. And Tracy Anderson, for those of you who know her, she's got an amazing exercise video that is killer, and I got to bake with her. And she actually tasted my vegan cheesecake, and she said, I gotta tell you, I don't need to have vegan cheesecake, I don't have to have gluten-free, but I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm gonna taste it. And I remember when we were done baking, she tasted the cheesecake, and she was like, oh my God, get out of town. You're telling me there is no dairy in this? And I said, none whatsoever. And there's this gluten stuff. And I said, nope, no gluten in it whatsoever. She goes, this is amazing, this tastes so good. This is great. She goes, amazing. So of course everyone there at that session, all the cameramen and everybody, they were all like chomping at the bits waiting to come and taste the cheesecake. So that was so much fun, and to tell my story was amazing. But if you go to my website, mamacheesecake.com, and you go to the press page, you'll find it there. So yes,
the video's all in there.
The video's all in there, and it tells the whole story in detail. So it was lots of fun, definitely.
That's cool. And so, you guys didn't catch that, she does vegan cheesecake for all my people out there that do not eat meat of any kind.
Right.
Vegan cheesecake.
Yeah,
so,
right, yeah.
And did you bring any today?
Actually, there is. We have some vegan cheesecake here, and we have some gluten-free cheesecake as well.
Okay. So we're going to taste some cheese. Are we ready for some cheesecake?
Oh,
so we're going to taste some cheesecake. Before I brought some friends over, so they could taste the cheesecake with me for the first time. They've never tasted Mama Cheesecake, and they're my friends. Let me say hi to a few people, and then I'll have you guys, ladies, come in. But Victor Lizano, Kelly Bennett, Liliana Andriani, Angelica La Torre, Yadira Mejia, Alma Mayers, Denise Mejia, Stella Revela says, be impeccable with your word in one of the 4 agreements.
Absolutely.
Of course, from Don Miguel Ruiz. An attitude of gratitude is everything. Chauncey Dennis, Rosalina Ledesma, Lupe Cruz Sanchez. All right, my cousin over there in Texas, Salvador Alvarado. Regards from Visalia. He's in Visalia, California. Hola, Salvador. Marta Soprano Reese, Jessica Kelly. Those cheesecake look delicious. Yes, they look delicious, right? Can you see them? I'm gonna make them like kind of do a little.
There you go.
Look at what we're having, and you're not. You gotta place your order. Okay. I'm such a brat. Okay. Tony Huerta says they are amazing, and Veronica says those are my favorite, the dairy free. And then Martha Soprano says hello. Lori Pendroff says yay, vegan. So we got a vegan fan here. All right.
That's
so
right.
So I don't know if any of you follow the post that I posted about some teeth whitening toothpaste that I got recently that I really love because it doesn't leave my teeth sensitive and things like that, and it works. And anyways, my friends Stella Arevalo and Anna Morales Ward sell it, and I decided to have them come over and taste the cheesecakes with me. So hi ladies, welcome. Hi. I'm really excited. Hi, everybody. We're good right here? Are you okay right here, Anna?
Yes,
all right.
I think
okay.
I am
So,
done.
all right. So we're gonna be trying the cheesecake. So Marian and Stella and Anna never met, and they've never tried the cheesecake. So I thought it would be
Absolutely not,
great to
yes.
bring someone that has never tried the cheesecake. Because, you know, I've already tried it. Of course, I know it's delicious, and I'm so looking forward to trying it again.
Yay.
But it'll be nice to get some new perspective. People are trying it for the first
Absolutely.
time.
Want to know what you all think?
It's definitely
important.
so exciting.
Thank you, ladies, for coming.
Thank you for having us
Thank
here.
you. Yes, and you know what? I don't know. I love this lipstick. So just in case, they're coming out with a new lipstick in October or November, I think, and I love it. I can't wait. So I already told them I want one.
Stay
Or
tuned.
a few.
Me too.
Oh yeah, like look, no stains on my cup. Okay,
Yeah.
no stains on my
Right.
cup.
And no
And
alcohol on the lipstick.
Stains on this cup because I didn't have mine on.
I did. All right, so let's talk about this cheesecake. All right, so do you want to tell us about each
Sure.
one, and then we can
Okay,
try it?
So really quick, so these are cheesecake bites. They're about 1 ounce in weight. And the whole idea about it was, it would be easy, you know, like if you're at a party or an event and you don't want to have to worry about cutting slices, and you don't want to have to worry about, okay, now I need napkins, I need plates, I need, you know, forks, utensils. This, they just grab and then they eat. So it makes it nice and easy. The other thing about this is portion control. So you don't have to worry about, oh no, I can't eat that whole big slice. I'll just have the small one and feel okay. So that's the whole idea of behind it. I do sell 9-inch cheesecakes. In fact, anyone who's interested or is in the LA Wilshire Avenue or Wilshire Boulevard, go out to La Fonda. They are starting to serve Mama Cheesecake, so
Awesome.
we're hoping it goes really well. So
Wow.
please stop in and order your cheesecake for dessert.
Mariachis and cheesecake.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Can't go wrong
yes,
with
yes,
that.
yes.
Mariachi
And
and cheesecake.
that's right. That's right. Little tequila, little wine with it. Delicious. Okay, so what we have here is, we'll start down at the bottom. So New York. Down, I don't know if you can all see
I'll hold
it.
it for you.
Okay, so I'm going to use my pen as a little pointer. So the one's plain, that's New York lemon, and it's just plain. And I found that a lot of individuals really love it. So that's like a top seller. Right here on the sides, this is cookies and cream. And so what I do is that has that luscious vanilla flavor and then cookies all mixed into it. And then it's topped with like a fudge ganache. Delicious. And that's like a ganache is basically like a chocolate, some people say it's not a pudding, it's like a chocolate, I don't know what you want to call
that
it.
kind of texture, like a
Like a
pudding.
soft,
Like a
soft, not a flan, but a very soft, think of
Silky
melted
smooth
chocolate,
chocolate.
silky, yeah, exactly.
Sounds
And it's
good to me.
fudge, oh, it's delicious, absolutely delicious. That's actually gluten-free. So you'll have to try it so you can see there is no difference. And then over here is a vanilla cheesecake, and it's topped with a compote of mixed berries, compote. And then right here in the center, I know I have a lot of individuals that love this one. This is our churro inspired. So delicious.
The one with a little heart on it?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
middle.
Yeah, with those little hearts. And then the dark purple ones, those are actually Jamaica or hibiscus. And I'll tell you, that is like the hit of the
really
summer.
good.
Oh my
Nice
gosh.
and refreshing.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to do something different. So
Campfire.
right back here, yeah, you think of campfires. What do we all like to have when we're at camping? That's right, s'mores. So we've got some s'mores, and they're brand new. I haven't even tasted it. I know the different stages and taste it, but I'm really curious about that one. So, yeah, there you go.
All right.
So,
how do we taste them? Do you want to pick whatever you want to try, or
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Which
pick
one?
whichever
What
one you
is
wanna
it
try.
here?
Which
Let's see.
one's a
A
gluten-free?
gluten-free. Anything like this is a gluten-free. The cookies and cream, that one is gluten-free right there. Okay, what do you
Alright,
wanna
so
try?
Let me see. I'll try the.
That's the Jamaica.
Jamaica,
there you
that's
go.
what I wanted.
And Sandylu,
I
which
want
one
to try
do you
them
want?
all?
Well, and you
But
can.
I'm a big lemon cheesecake
Oh,
fan.
there you go. Okay, try that one.
This is a Jamaica.
Lemon.
Mmm.
Yay!
Oh my god, this is like
exploding in my mouth.
Oh my God! Thank you, love it, love it.
Wow.
This is
I
delicious.
can taste the Jamaica, the citrusy taste.
Right?
It's nice and not too sweet. That's what I love. It's not too sweet.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that because that's really important. In fact, one of the things I just started doing is I phased out sugar and I'm using organic sugar. And of course, with the vegan, it's actually done with coconut sugar. So, yeah.
So this had no dairy in it?
No, that one did have
It
dairy.
said dairy,
Yeah,
but it's
those are
gluten-free.
but it's gluten free, right?
I want some coffee.
I know, right?
It's
so
A little bit.
No, it's really good.
Part of this.
I mean, because I love lemon
So-
cheesecake, but sometimes it's way too bitter or way too sweet.
Too
like it's
sweet,
either one or
yeah.
the other, and this
Yeah.
is like a perfect blend of the two.
Thank you. I wanted to keep the sugar level down because sugar just isn't really the best thing for us. So as it is, cheesecake, it's high there. So I wanted to bring down that sugar.
And it's a graham. It's graham.
That's a
in the bottom.
graham cracker.
Graham
Graham cracker, and I make my own graham cracker for the gluten free.
Yum.
Absolutely. So if you want to try,
Oh
this
my
is
gosh,
the
I know.
vegan, no dairy
This
in
is
it
delicious.
whatsoever.
Has the compote on top.
And it has the compote on top, and that one is kind of like a
Tart.
not tart. The compote isn't tart, and the bottom has, of course, it's coconutty, and it's got lemon flavor in there.
What's in the
It's-
churro influence
the
one?
churro is cinnamon, of course. I mean, you're talking, and it also has.
Try that one.
There you go.
Look at
Well, I
how
gotta
cute
tell
she has
you.
a little heart on that. Isn't that
It's got
cute?
the
Really
heart.
too. I'm not a cheesecake person either.
Oh, really?
At all. At all.
Oh.
My mom used to work in a cheesecake bakery. I'll always bring cheesecakes all the time. But this has this unique flavor, the one that I had. And it was not too sweet. That I really enjoyed it.
A
It's
convert.
delicious.
I love it.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. It's delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here, let me move a little bit because we're cutting off
We're-
Anna.
Anna,
She's
get-
gorgeous.
come
We don't
on
want to miss
in.
you.
Yeah, here, come and
I
sit
could
down.
stand for a little bit too. Oh, that feels good. I
Oh
need
my
to
god,
stand for a
this
little bit.
tastes like cinnamon.
Oh,
And-
good.
You know,
The
like
little
cinnamon
crunch?
toast crunch? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
On top, it's so good. It has this lovely crust on the bottom. You guys see that? That's
Is that
delicious.
graham too?
Yeah, it's graham cracker.
The
too.
graham is delicious.
That
really,
graham
really good.
has a cinnamon flavor that's mixed in with it as well.
It's
Delicious.
so good.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Did
I
any
don't
of you
know
have
which-
this one?
Which other one I
Uh-uh.
want? No,
That's
not
that's
yet.
the vegan one. That's
Go
so
for it,
dairy
Sandy.
free.
I'm gonna be eating lots of cheesecake here.
Yeah. coffee. I wanted to try the
Oh wait, no,
vegan.
that's
Are you-
not the vegan one. That's actually, I'm looking closer. That's the vanilla with the compote on it.
It looks good. Are you guys
Looks
jealous?
good to me.
You guys should be. Oh, I got Carmen over here watching us. She's looking at
Carmen's gonna be saying,
It's
"Wait,
so
I
good."
want my piece."
So Marian, which is the vegan one?
So the vegan one is right here. This
Okay.
is vegan.
Okay. I'm gonna try this.
Oh my
What do you
god.
think of that? I love
Yum.
that one, by the way. That
Oh my
is a
gosh,
very another refreshing
They
one.
like pop in your mouth, right?
The berries, the compost, what do you call it?
compote.
Compote
Uh-huh.
is
It's
delicious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, guys, look. It's
So that vegan, and it's a vegan
Layers.
gluten-free crust.
the holidays are coming. Order your cheesecakes.
I'm gonna go for this marshmallow one.
Or my
Right,
birthday's in
yeah, that
October, so
one.
if you want to order me one of these, I won't get mad. You'll just have to share it with me because I can't eat it by myself.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
It has like a coconutty.
Oh,
Nice marshmallow. Again, this is a win. This is a sell. It's sold to me because it's not too sweet.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. I'm so glad
great-
you enjoyed it.
Balance.
Oh, good. Good.
Delicious.
Yay.
Well, I'll tell you, I've loved cheesecake, and I will always love cheesecake. No converting here.
Well, oh, I want to hear what you
Oh,
think
the
of this one.
s'more.
Okay.
The s'more one.
I'll show you
But
this
we're going
one.
to save one for Carmen.
yeah, we gotta say one for Carmen.
Oops, oops.
Oh,
Lost
oh.
the marshmallow.
Oh wow. This is just like I'm at a campfire.
a food orgasm.
Oh my god. You know.
The s'more made it. Yay.
Okay. Oh look, there's a little tiny piece of chocolate in there on top of the graham cracker. Do you guys see it? Check it out. Yes, I see the heart. I see the smiles. Y'all love it.
Wow.
Yummy, yummy for your tummy. Now you know where to get it. I'm gonna
Mama Cheesecake.
Wow.
MamaCheesecake.com.
MamaCheesecake.com. Yes, definitely. Or you can also call at 323-388-1. Or let me see. Wait, I always have to look again. 323-388-5815. You think I'd have that down in my head, you know, engraved. But again, so that's 323-388-5815.
And that's Mama Cheesecake. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
I'm glad
this is
you
delicious.
are all enjoying it. Yay.
Delicious.
This is so good. Oh my gosh.
Thank
Very
you
good.
so much.
The only thing I needed was my coffee, and I'm
Right,
like
I
in
know,
heaven.
right?
Yeah, it's like,
There you
oh,
go.
so good.
There you go.
I love it because they're not too sweet, and that compost,
That
this one-
compote was delicious.
This right here, like this. I don't know if you guys could see it. I know I'm gonna look a little weird here.
So compote for me in Spanish
it's
is
like
like
a mix of
compota,
berries.
and
It
compota
is
was like
so,
baby food.
So good.
Is that kind of what it is?
No,
Like
no.
that-
No, it's,
No, I mean that
but
texture,
along
that type
right,
of.
Right. So it's mixed berries and juices and just a little bit of organic sugar in there. So a little bit of everything. Well, not everything, but you know, everything in regards to fruit. But it's a compote, so
Good.
delicious. I love the stuff myself, to be quite honest. In fact, when I was leaving, my sister said, "So, can I have the compote that's left over?" And I said, "Go for it."
I would totally be.
Right, me too.
Can I be there when you like finish?
Yeah, right.
So when you do your next when you need taste testers, please make sure that you call us. We want to
Yes.
make sure.
I will let you
You know,
know.
someone's
I'll
got
let
to
you
taste
know.
it before they go out.
That's
in the
right,
market, you know?
exactly. Well, that's what you just did with the campfire. In fact, that's the name. Campfire
I love
Cheesecake.
it.
Very good.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh, that looks so good.
Good.
Mom, they
Yay.
look so good. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love pastries and sweets. So, but at the same time, sometimes things are just too much. Like this is too much. I love it. Perfect. Love it.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
I've already tried it before and I love it. I just got to try new flavors today.
Good. Yay.
All right, so thank you for being here. I know we're almost out of time, and I want to acknowledge a few of you. Some people did make some comments, and I want to make sure that we acknowledge you. Let's see. Veronica Corona says, "Yum." I'm also not a cheesecake person, but Mama Cheesecake are delicious. Yes, they are.
Yay.
Adelina says, "Can the viewers get a sample?"
Sure. Reach in.
And I know I missed some of the comments, but anyway, let's see. Tony Huerta says, "Does Mama Cheesecake deliver?"
They sure do, and Tony is our delivery guy.
Good plug, Tony. Very smart. I love it. I love it.
Tony.
All right, he's a delivery guy. So does he deliver with a smile?
Always.
And he
always.
smells good. You know, like the smell. Good.
Oh, that's right.
He smells like a bakery.
I love that. We'll have to give you vanilla so that you can wear vanilla behind your ears.
All right, Tony. Yeah, you gotta smell like the cheese, the bakery. So everybody could want more. Hello, Louis Chavez. All right, Angel Camargo got on as well. My cousin over there in Palm Springs. Yvette Solano. Emma Morales says, "Provecho, mija." Ana Morales. I love it. I love it. I love when everybody's family supports. You know, the truth is that, you know, we all have our journeys, and it's just amazing to have people that support us along the way. And I think it's amazing that you acknowledge all the people that did support you throughout your process and through your tough times, and how they kept you out there, you know, going.
Absolutely. You know? If I could just really quick, family is really important in friends. So I couldn't have done any of this without my cousins. I have a ton of cousins that have stepped in and helped me, and my children, my two kids, what I call my other children, Jess and Anthony. It just everybody. My sister, my other sister who comes a lot of times when we're doing big events, and she takes care of my mom. You know, I told her I've got a 93-year-old mom at home. So she'll come and she'll watch our mom so that I can get out and do what needs to be done for the business.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Awesome. Yes, and it's awesome just to see even Anna and Stella's family and my brothers and my family out there supporting us,
Right.
everything that we
Yes.
do. And my friend Carmen, thank you, Carmen. You can't see her; she's behind the scenes today. She came to support us.
Thank you, Carmen.
This was a different approach to my typical Transform Your Life with Sandylu and Friends show. I hope that you enjoyed it. My goal is to always bring you some content, information, things that are inspiring, motivating, that will motivate you for you to go for what it is that you truly want in your life. And it's never too late. The only time it's late is when we die, but
Right.
We'll worry about that when it happens. Consider what legacy do you want to leave behind, and know that every moment's a new moment, an opportunity to create something different, something new, something extraordinary. That I say that all the time. That's my tagline. That's what I truly believe it. I live it every day, and it keeps me moving forward. So, is there any other last words that you'd like to share with everyone?
I think one of the things that I would like to just throw out there, and it's something for anyone, whether your dream is to go into business for yourself or whatever it may be, continuing on with school, always ask yourself this question: what do I want? Think about that, and don't answer it right away. Think about it and ask that question over and over again. What do I want? And that is so huge, because that will help you get to what it is you want.
And think of what you want without considering the circumstances.
Absolutely.
Don't even think about, I
Right.
don't have this, I don't have that, or no, just think, like I tell people, I'm gonna snap my fingers, what do you want? Like, if
Right.
there's no doubt in your mind this is gonna happen, what is it that you want? Like, and
Exactly.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because it's so true.
It's
Because
so important.
we don't want to live a default life,
Right,
Like,
right.
by default, you end up in this career, you end up in this relationship,
Right.
you end up in this financial situation, you end
Right.
up, because we don't take charge and ownership
Exactly.
of what we really want.
Exactly. Sandylu, I heard an individual that I love listening to, he said once that the saddest thing at a funeral isn't that the person that passed away. The saddest thing at a funeral is that the dreams that died with the individual.
So true.
Oh wow! And today's a very heartfelt day for me. It's 20 years since my brother got shot. Around this time, actually. So
Oh my God.
his dreams don't die with him, as long as we keep living
That's
ours.
right. That's
And so
absolutely true.
you had to say that, right? I was fine the whole time. I didn't know that. Yeah, right now I looked at the time, and then
Oh
you're
my
saying
God.
that, and it's like, my brother loved to sing. He had a big heart, and unfortunately, he was killed by a freeway sniper, and
Oh my.
Oh my
very
God.
young. So and this is not about that, you guys. It just
Yeah.
this just came up. Thank you. Oh my God. But today's 20 years since it happened, and
We should have some
And-
music going.
and so I'm glad I'm eating cheesecake, and I'm around amazing, beautiful women that are living their vision and their dreams, and sharing that with the world. Whether it's smiles and beautiful lipstick, or cheesecakes that fill our hearts, that are made out of love. And
Yes.
and just like my friend Carmen, who just called me, like, hey, do you need me? Can I help you? Can I support you? What do you need? So you'll be seeing some pictures and stuff like that that she's taking for me. But it's amazing to have so many amazing people that are out there going for it, and then the camaraderie and the support that we give each other. We got to lift each other up. We got to hold
Yes.
each other high. We got to speak to each other's greatness, and also be honest of, if something's not working, let's just be honest and support one another, so we could keep moving forward, because nobody wins unless everyone wins.
Exactly.
Right now in our society,
truth.
there's so much going on, so much. This morning I felt a very heavy heart, not only because my brother's anniversary, but just people that are the hurricanes, our weather, the fires, all the people affected, DACA, like I heartbreaking. In fact, I did post something out there, because I would love to have a panel of attorneys join me for a Facebook Live, and I
that
want to
would
do
be
it as soon as
awesome.
possible. I was thinking of waiting till next week, like I do on Tuesdays, but the reality is time is of essence,
Yes.
and some of you really need to take action really quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm working on getting that together. So my goal is
Great.
to support you and in creating the most extraordinary life, whatever way I can. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for sharing, And if you just got on, remember, sharing is caring. It's all about making our lives better by supporting one another, and simply by sharing, you don't know what a difference you can make in someone's life. So ladies, Anna and Stella, thank you ladies for coming and tasting the cheesecake.
Thank you.
You ladies
Wait, I'm gonna steal another one.
Oh my gosh,
You ladies didn't, they are delicious.
you didn't even hesitate when I asked you to come and join me, and thank you for sharing your toothpaste for my beautiful smile.
Very happy you are happy.
And yes, on this lipstick is
Power
amazing, by
lips.
the way. And so, all right, so you gotta try these cheesecakes. So mamacheesecake.com. And then if you're interested in finding out about the products that Stella and Anna are selling, you could go ahead to Anna Morales Ward.
Anna Morales Ward
on Facebook. And
Stella Arevalo
on Facebook.
On
All right.
Facebook.
So thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will be posting some other stuff later as I'm working on connecting with different attorneys to get some information out there for DACA. And thank you for all your support. Thank you for sharing. And remember that you're worthy of having all that your heart desires. Every moment is a new moment, an opportunity to create something different, something new. You do have a choice. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. It was great.
Oh, that was great.
We're just going to eat more cheese.